morning, piggies. Oh, it's an exciting day, huh? Yeah. How you girls doing? Alright. Yeah, enjoy your carrots. I see you still got some carrots to eat there. Alright. Well, it's good morning, piggies. Actually, I'm here to kind of give you an update in the hoop house, but we saw the pigs on the way by, so say good morning to the girls. I'm sure we'll be out to have something to eat here pretty soon. That's eating's our favorite thing. Alright, bye, piggies. Alright, I wanted to talk to you a little bit about how we're getting this thing set up, this hoop house. So good morning, this is Darren from Treasure Life Family Farms, and here we go. So my original intent was to build the bows on the ground outside. I think we kind of went over that. We mowed out a spot for it and had a nice flat spot on the ground out there to work on to build the bows. And then my idea was to raise the Kubota up and just lay them across the forks and carry them over there and put them up, and it'd all be beautiful. And when we tried that, the ends of the bows were still hitting the ground when the forks were all the way in the air, so that wasn't going to work. So I went and cobbled together this little bracket here on each side, quick as I can get it, with some scrap metal from the scrap pile. And so now what we do is we put a guy on the pallet, we raise it pretty much all the way up, and then a couple people stands up a bow, the guy in the middle grabs it, and we set it across these, I don't know what you want to call those, brackets, I guess. And then we carry about 4. We've been carrying 4 at a time over there. Today we'll do 5 because it's the last 5. And when we get over there, we've already got a guy standing on here, and so one of us grabs each side of that bow and we head for the ground posts to put it in, and the guy that's up here on the tractor has a pallet to walk on, so kind of walk ahead and sort of steady it from flopping over in one direction or another. And then on the sides we can set them in there, and I'll talk about the rest of that when I get over there in a second. But the reason why we're carrying bows on here is because when we got it all unloaded from the semi, we stashed it all in the barn. There's mostly the end walls and some more purlins and a few things left here, but we've got most of it out now that the bows are built. And so we stashed in the barn, we drag out the few pieces, build the bows. And so now that the bows are built, they're just sitting right outside here. The grassy area where we built the bows. This is the end bow. It doesn't have any cross bracing on it. There's 4 left over here. So those are when they were built in the little mowed off spot over here. Drag them over here and just set them. Then we load them on our little Kubota bracket thing with the guy up there, and then we carry them over to the project over here on kind of way up high. That's how we're getting them over there, and that's kind of the Messidor madness. I suppose if you were a crew building these buildings, you show up and everything's laying over here by the project. A couple guys building bows and some other guys putting up purlins and stuff. I bet they get that going pretty quick. We've been getting 4 bows a night in about an hour and a half. So we're doing pretty good for us. All right, so here's a look at where we're at so far. This should be 20 bows up on ground posts, and I'm pretty happy with how this turned out. Let me see here. Okay, so yeah, so what we'll do is we'll have the tractor lined up so that that pallet, end of the pallet's just short of these two posts. A couple of us will stand, you know, pick one up, and the guy that's up on the tractor will steady it so it doesn't flop over one direction or another on us. And then we get them in here. So they sit in fairly easy, and you got to be careful as you're going down with it, because if it slides all the way down to where the arch is sort of, you know, stopping it here, then you've got a bugger of a deal to lift that back up and get the holes lined up. But for the most part, you let it down nice and slow. You can get the bolt through there, and we've got a seriously old pipe wrench out here in case those holes don't quite line up and we need to twist this post just a little bit. We can do that. And so then we get you know, we stand up 4. Our next move, it'll be the 5th, all 5. And then once they're stood up, we have that yellow ladder down there, which will be under here next time. There'll be a bow right there where they meet, and so somebody will go up on that ladder, which is a little bit precarious. That's too much. It's I don't know what else to do about that. Maybe I should have the pickup in here with the ladder in the back. That way it doesn't have somebody standing on like the 2nd or 3rd rung there, barely able to meet. But anyways, usually our tallest available person will be on there and slide the new pipe over the end of the old pipe. You can see it's got a flare on it there. And then back here past the last bow is our tractor with their platform. At that point they raise me up, and I loosely put on that I'm trying to think what you call them, purlin braces, I think is what they're called. That's what they look like, I think you can tell. And loosely put that on, then I have them lower me down, and my little tractor driver gets me up here. I tell him right here I need to go up between the bows. We don't want to hit them. So far we haven't hit them, and they raise me up, and we've got to drive that screw. It's probably hardly detectable in the camera, but there's one screw that joins those purlin pipes together, and then we put on the those purlin braces, I guess they're called. We've got a little electric drill that tightens them up. Then we turn around and face the other direction, put the next one up. We have our guy lower us down, bring us up underneath this one here, and from here we can tighten the or we put this one on and then tighten that one up. And all the while we've got a 2x4, and this is not my idea, it's actually kind of nice though, is one of the Yoder instructions is to build a 2x4. It's got notches in it. The notches are 2 inches wide, which is what those pipes are. The pipes for the bow are 2 inches thick or wide. So the 2x4 has notches in it that are 48 inches on center, but they're 2 inches wide. So you slide that 2x4 over to keep your 4-foot spacing right, and then you put these brackets on. You're supposed to use that 2x4 for every one that you do, but our experience is that once we do it for the ridge, there's never any question about the other purlins being at 4 feet. So after some time we stopped using it after we got done with the ridge. Everything looks so perfect the way it is, and we're not having any problems, so I think we're good. And that's a look at how we're putting this this thing up, how we're doing it. It's gonna be fun to see it tonight. Tonight is so every night, you know, this is not my day job. So when I get done with work for the day, we get out here and we got about, like I say, an hour and a half before dark. That let us get 4 bows stood up. Then half the family had to leave for kid stuff in the evening. The rest of us knocked out putting up all those purlins. You can see on the far right side, you see it looks uneven because there's 1, 2, and then the center one, and then only 1 on this side. That's the part we didn't get to yet. It's way down by the ladder. There's 3 sticks, 16 footers times 3 that we've got to still put on this side to catch it all up. Tonight, I think we can get the 5 set and get a lot of the purlins done, and then it'll be Friday, Saturday, which I really hope we can get the end walls built and the hip boards on and the baseboards on, and then we're down to plastic at that point. So hopefully we have a good weekend with this. That's talking you through it. This is what we call day 7, but like I say, we only get to work on it about an hour and a half at a time. So it's not like 7 days worth of work, but it's like video number 7 in the series, I guess, is really what it is. That's my update for today. And thanks for watching. You can build this too, I think. We're very fortunate to have some of the stuff we got, like that tractor. But I bet the guys that put these up, that come out and they do it in a day or 2 days or whatever it takes them, I bet those guys got it all figured out. I don't know what they do, but they sure turn out nice. That's our Yoder Gothic Tunnel Hoop House kit coming together. Thanks for watching.